Why, hello everyone, and welcome to some Real Talk with Nom. Today I'll be talking about how what rank you are really doesn't paint the whole picture. Don't get me wrong, being a high rank is very impressive and can give you other people some sort of idea of how you play and your knowledge of the game, but it's not the whole thing. I'm sure many people have heard the saying, it's not the destination but the journey, and rank is no different. Let me give you a little background on myself. So I primarily started playing at the end of Season 2, and I didn't play ranked that season. And so going into Season 3, I had a little bit of knowledge of the game, and could play a couple characters, but nothing that I was super comfortable with. But by the end of that season, I felt comfortable enough that I wanted to try playing ranked. So I had a little bit of a late start, but at the end of that season, I finished Silver 1. I was pretty happy. Top tier, my friend, so a little bit of bragging rights, but Silver 1 was a really good place to start. So going into Season 4, I really wanted to improve. Although not right away, but halfway through the season, really start getting into ranked. So at that time, I did my promotionals and started Bronze 1. I was not happy. But I just chipped away at it over the season and had a couple really good and lucky runs, quite frankly. And although I was just shooting for mid to high gold, I actually ended up in Plat 4, and I was over the moon at that. So with how well I did in the previous season, for this season, I really set my sights on achieving even higher goals. Primarily just getting to Diamond. And getting Diamond so early, I can set my sights even farther than that. But what all this really shows is that me as a player grew a lot over a relatively short amount of time. Granted, it was 3 seasons from Silver to Diamond, but just last season I went up 4 whole divisions from Bronze to Platinum. And that knowledge is better than whatever single rank I could have got, although I ended up in Platinum, but the fact that I had to travel that distance is really what is impressive. Because in my experience, from my friends and people that I've seen, wherever people get placed, they generally fall within only 3 or 4 places up or down, in some cases, from where they get placed. So the distance that they've traveled isn't as far. And that's what you should really look and ask the people where they started compared to where they are now. Obviously, if you went through your placements and are lower than that, then that might either tell you might have placed above your skill level, or you're right around your skill level, or if they've only gone up a division or 2 and are having trouble going above that, then that too shows that they are possibly at the division that their skill level's at. And just on a side note, if you're stuck in a specific division and you feel that you are a better player than what the emblem represents, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because if it's actually the division that you're meant to be placed in, you will learn way more by playing people with your same skill level than just getting your butt handed to you in a division where you think you deserve it instead of earning it like most other people. You only can be placed in Plat 1 at the highest out of your placements anyway, so people who are in Diamond and Master and Challenger really deserve to be there because they have 100% earned that. Whereas people who, even like myself, didn't think I deserved to be in Bronze going into Season 4, but I was coming off of a Silver 1 season, I just chipped my way out of it, and although I did lose a lot at first just because I wasn't used to playing by myself with other people who arguably were worse players than I was, but I overcame the adversity that my own team and the other team put up against me and got out of there, and then finally got to a place where I felt like other people were at my same skill level. And I hope with that, and maybe a little humble bragging, that my point is fairly simple. That it's not about what a player that you either play with or yourself are currently ranked at. It's the difference from where you started and where you end up. If you start low and end low, then you just have a lot to improve, but you're still a fairly consistent player. And if you start low and end high, then you have learned and put what you've learned into your gameplay. It's all about just taking your time. You're not going to get a high rank overnight. You have to work at it and work at it. Sometimes it takes months, sometimes it just takes weeks, and put the time in to get it. Of course, if you don't like playing ranked or don't care what rank you have and you just play the game to have fun, then that is a great way to play the game. But myself and a bunch of people find enjoyment in League and get it in playing against higher people and proving myself against other people and having something to show my improvement. So if you're a lower rank than you want to be right now, that doesn't mean that's necessarily where you deserve to be. You just have to take what you learn from every game, be it a win or loss, and apply that to every game after that. And with a lot of time and a lot of effort, you can achieve whatever rank you want to achieve. So if you're a lower rank than you want to be right now, that doesn't mean that's necessarily where you deserve to be. You just have to take what you learn from every game, be it a win or loss, and apply that to every game after that. That's all for me for today. Leave me a comment if you're stuck in Elo Hell or have a story that you broke out of Elo Hell. I'll be down there reading all those comments. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to get more videos like this and other video game related videos on the Salvo channel. As always, thank you guys for watching. This has been Nam, and I'm out.